My fish fam, it's Nikachu, Merfolk Master. I am here with my brother, and we are going to be playing a very unique take on Merfolk. Aspiring Spikes Mox Merfolk list, basically. We can play with Mox Opal, Mox Amber, and a bunch of other artifact goodies. Mishra's Bauble, Shadow Spear. They're going to have great synergy with Urza's Saga. Before you cringe, don't worry. We're just having fun today. There's going to be a big BNR announcement. I'm pretty sure this video is coming out on the day of the big BNR. Well, I have to make this video in advance and before any big bannings in the modern format. Like, why would I playtest a regular deck before the whole thing gets shaken up? Let's try out this thing. And I like this take on Merfolk. I really do. Okay, how does Mox Amber going to work in this deck? Well, we got legendary creatures. We got Tameo, which, by the way, is not a bad card. All right, you play this thing on turn 1, you attack, you get, you can play, you play this on turn 1, play Mishra's Bauble, pass the turn, crack your Mishra's Bauble. On your turn, you draw a card for the turn, and then you can attack with this thing, get a clue, crack it, and then boom! Tameo, the Seasoned Scholar. You already have a 4 loyalty Planeswalker on turn 2. And it's got all the regular suspects, Flood Pit's Drowner, Vidalian Hexcatcher. We got 4 Sphaloon of Sea and Sky. Tishana's Tidebinder. And of course, we want 4 Sphaloons so that we can maximize the value of Mox Amber. We're playing with Moxen. This is literally a vintage deck. It's vintage Merfolk in modern. We got our Mox Amber. We got our Mox Opal to help ramp us into our 3-drops. And we have other legendary creatures. We got a Merfolk Traitor here. Emry, Lurker of the Loch. Remember, it costs 1 less to cast for each artifact we control. When it enters the battlefield, we mill 4 cards, and we can tap it to play our artifact cards from our graveyard, or whatever we target. And of course, we sideboard. I mean, this is the entire list. I haven't changed a thing. We have Sink into Stupor. Pithing Needle to be found off of the Urza Saga, which, by the way, I played a little bit with Urza Saga and Merfolk. It's great. I love it. My biggest problem is that when we got into Modern Horizons 3 World, that Dress Down was a really popular card. That's not a popular card right now. It's gone. No one's playing with Dress Down. Urza Saga value has gone up. Ether Spellbomb, Grafdigger's Cage also can be targets. I have no idea what the Ashok is for. Not a clue. Dismember. And we do have Force of Negation and Consigned Memory. My biggest concern, honestly, is that this deck may not be interactive enough versus combo decks in game 1. Like, it's sort of doing too much of its own thing while ignoring the opponent. Like, we have some interaction. We have Hexcatcher, Tishana's Tidebinder. I'd honestly prefer to have the Force Negation in the main, but I have no idea what you'd side out. Okay, that being said, this type of deck is completely out of my comfort zone. I have no idea how this is going to play out. I've played a little vintage Merfolk before, but not when I absolutely depend. Like, these are very conditional artifacts. But with that, let's get into our Modern League. We won the die roll. We have, I guess, a hand of some sort, because we can go turn 1 Tameo. By the way, we can name Wizard with this. This is a wizard. Is this a wizard? It's a wizard. Yep. So we can go. We can go
Inkling
like.
Loves your YouTube.
Oh, thank you so much. So I guess this is definitely a keep. We can attack with Tameo. Then we'll get Emry online. Play Emry, and then we can play Emry with the Urza Saga, and then I don't know. We get some sort of synergy going on. We figure it out.
They kept a full grip.
All right.
No mulligans.
Wizard.
You should play with Gemstone Caverns.
Tell Aspiring Spike that.
I'm telling you. All right.
What's everyone's favorite Tameo art? I sort of like...
This one, because it's the only one I know.
Here's the thing. I sort of like the OG front. I like this one, too. It's just not blue enough for me. But I think I would prefer more the... I definitely prefer the back to this thing, which it's not showing. Damn, they just don't want to show it. Let's attack. Let's see if we can get an attack here. All right, we get to attack, which means we get a clue token, which means we can play our Emry. That's uncounterable. And maybe we can get something going. Okay, do we play Urza Saga? Let's play Urza Saga. Super powerful. And it'll give us an artifact for our
Huge
Emry
ramp right
eventually. Here. This is not ramp.
I'm seeing big ramp here.
All right, Emery, do your thing. So far, this is more of a Wizards deck than a Merfolk deck, but we do have Merfolk, I promise.
Who's this one?
And we got, ooh, we hit the gold mine. We hit Mishra's Bauble, Mox Amber. Mox Amber is ramp. And probably we'll use that ramp. Probably. Meticulous Archive. Who would play Meticulous Archive?
This guy.
Alternatively, what else could we do? We could also get the... You know, maybe we're going to get Mishra's Bauble, play it, crack on our opponent's turn. Actually, I don't know. I don't know what we'll do, because this Urza Saga is screwing with my math, because I might just want to beat our opponent down with the Urza Saga by itself. Could be just good enough. Don't really have to do anything. I could just put stuff in play, and then figure it out from there.
Oh, he's stuck on a one-lander.
No, we don't know that for sure.
Oh, I know it.
I would say they're even less likely to have a one-lander because they dumped a land into their graveyard. I can't do anything about that. All right. Bye-bye, Tamio. Ha! Can't Prismatic Ending this. Not easily, anyhow. You would need 3 mana. Which you don't have.
Not even close.
Right, Emery does not bite the dust. Probably we're just going to try to win with our Urza Saga. We'll name this one Merfolk. And then, what goodies do we want? Do we want the Soul Guide Lantern? We can pop that for a card. Do we want the Mox Amber? So next turn, we're going to activate. We can play a land. Let's get the Mox Amber. Oh, but if they kill my Emery, then it's useless. Okay, well, let's get the Mishra's Bauble. We can get the Amber next time. Okay, so this is value no matter what. So if they kill Emery, then, well, whatever. I don't care. Then you killed Emery. Emery's dead.
Emery's a traitor.
Emery is a traitor. This is a Merfolk traitor. Along with Thassa's Oracle. Who else is a Merfolk traitor?
Richard Garfield.
There's a few of them. Emery, there's one more. There's one big Merfolk out there that is not in our Merfolk deck, but it's in everyone else's. I don't remember the name, though.
Master of Waves.
No. I think our opponent is just playing an honest, fair control deck, I think. Okay, let's go make some constructs. Let's construct it up.
We gotta get pumped for all the artifacts you have.
That they do. That they do. We draw another Mishra's Bauble. It's going to make these constructs even bigger. They're going to be big. Okay, let's make another construct. Because why not? And then we can get anything. Should I get Opal? I guess I can get Opal. I mean, alternatively, I could get Shadow Spear, and then we can act like crew it immediately. Or do I just want the man? You know what? I have a feeling I just want more. Shadow Spear is just a stronger card, though. Okay, I'll just get Shadow Spear. Okay, now let's go get our Mox Amber.
Jeez.
Which can only be tapped for mana while I have a legendary creature in play, which I do.
This construct is a huge.
Yes. I don't even have anything close. I have nothing close to the blue mana to cast this thing. Or I guess I did. I have the Mox Amber. I'm not going to equip Shadow Spear. I'm going to hold up our Hex Catcher and potentially a Flood Pit's Drowner.
That is a beefy construct.
Oh, I missed a Mishra's Bauble that I could have cast. So we're missing out on like 1 point of damage here.
Don't wipe it off the table. Oh.
Sink into Stupor. But that's why we got our Hex. That's why we left a Hex Catcher up. Surprise. I could even sacrifice the Emery. But is that something I'm willing to do?
No.
Maybe, actually. Maybe, Emery, you've outlived your contract. Like, what are you going to do for me here? There's not even that many artifacts left. Okay, let's counter this. And then so we have Hex Catcher at least on the battlefield for something else. Like, we'll force our opponent to... We'll tax our opponent with their Planeswalker or something.
They get smacked.
Or Rat the Skies.
Ooh.
Tax a Wrath the Skies. I don't know how a Wrath the Skies is actually worded. Okay, we'll play the Mishra's Bauble. And I guess we're going to pass. So I missed out on 1 point of damage. That might get us. Might bite us. Don't Supreme Verdict me, bro! It's definitely a Supreme Verdict looking deck. You gonna verdict me? You gonna verdict me? You look like you're set up to verdict me. To fairy.
Let's slow things down.
Will. Yeah, I can't counter it. Okay, so they'll get rid of one construct. But I attack for well, not 9. Okay, so one of the constructs is now a little bit smaller.
Can you equip Shadow Spear?
I can. I'll let this. I think I'll let this Preordain happen. Sure. Just rather have the Hexcatcher in play. Just hoping our opponent doesn't find Solitude. One top, one bottom. That can't be good. A little bit more likely there's a... Yeah, I don't need this land. Do I have a legendary creature in play? No, well, I will in a minute. So if I pay for 3, I still have Mox Amber here. The good question is, when do I ever sacrifice these? Okay, let's put this card in play. Oops, I don't have enough. Let's cancel. Okay, it's a Merfolk Noble. So when it enters the battlefield, draw 2 cards, then discard 2 cards. Turns on Mox Amber.
His face is looting. Wow.
Interesting.
3 of a kind. That's got to be a sign of something.
I will dump 2 Flood Pits, because I do want the ability to play the other Flood Pit. I think I'm just going to hoof my opponent for 6. And attempt to kill this Teferi.
Bye, Teferi.
Bye. Bye-bye. Yep. Okay, they go to 4. Let's pass. Feels like we're in a commanding position.
Welcome to the command zone.
Unless they play maybe Terminus or something. All we have to do is protect this baby. That's our baby right there. And worst case scenario, if they somehow wipe the board, we can crack 2 baubles and we're back in business. We only really need 1 creature in... actually, we need a little bit more than 1 creature in play. 1 creature's just not going to do it.
Not true.
Because, like, Flood Pits plus this Shadow Spear is only 3 damage.
1.
Maybe it was very beneficial for us to get them lower. No, but then I wouldn't have Flood Pits up. You don't have Flash, right? You're just a random 4/3 Threshold. Do I not have Threshold? Okay, hold on. How do I have Threshold? Threshold. Whenever she attacks, and there's 7 more cards. Oh, interesting.
7.
Ah!
There it is.
Ah! Oh, they're gonna kill my Hexcatcher, I think, and then they're gonna blink it. That's what I think. That's what I think is happening here. But maybe we
stun it.
Oh no, but if they blink, it's definitely gonna get us. It's definitely going to the graveyard.
Give it a stone cold stunner.
Would they blink it? Well, not, you know, it's funny. I was saying in the deck tech, like Dress Down, not very popular right now. And then all of a sudden we're up against like a deck with Dress Down. Well, there's the Dress Down deck. They have to be a little paranoid because I'm like holding up this mana, right? What am I holding up the mana for? Consign to memory. Oh, you're targeting when it enters the battlefield. Well, that's, you know what? Okay, so they made a huge punt here because I can counter this. They should, okay, so first off, I guess, okay, they made a mistake. Okay, I see. Their first mistake was stacking their triggers wrong. Maybe because they weren't familiar with Magic Online. But what's going to happen now is they're going to...
Die.
They were forced to play their consigned memory early, and now I can sacrifice the Hex Catcher that was being targeted by Flage. So they're not getting the life gain, and they're not getting their Flage either. And then they concede. There you go. They didn't get anything. We're up against control. What do we want to do? I don't know. Here's my problem with this deck. I don't even know what I want to get rid of. Soul Guide Lantern actually looks useful. Screw over that Flage. Is this card good? Spells and abilities your opponent's control can't cause their controller to search their library. Is that useful? Making them exile their graveyard sounds useful, but the other half does not look that useful.
Welcome to the graveyard.
Do they search for anything? They're just drawing cards like crazy. I need that Narset that says only draw one card a turn. This is not useful. This looks very good. Force. Is this any good? Not really. Grafter's Cage. What? Just for Flage? I don't feel like doing that. Especially, I can't remember. How does Wrath the Skies work? Yeah, no. It kills artifacts, so I don't even want piddly crap like this. Because Wrath the Skies will... I now know it. I remember what it does because it kills Aethervial. Okay, if I want 4 Force Negation, what am I booting? The Tide Shaper? The Emery?
Artifact deck and you don't even have Vial in it?
Yeah, I know. Well, the idea is Mox Opal's my Vial. Do you get rid of some Moxen? Do we just shave on stuff? Maybe a good question. Do I need it? Maybe this deck just wins on value. I want to say I want it though. I just don't know what the hell to get rid of.
Run it back.
Maybe I just shave on everything. Like we take out maybe Soul Guide Lantern isn't that necessary.
It's the best card in the game.
I like the idea of eating up a Flage though. That seems so cool. That's good. Also Consigned to Memory might be good. Where is Aspiring Spike's sideboard guide?
It's on his Patreon.
I don't think it is. How many creatures? I have 29 creatures. That's a lot of creatures. Okay, which creatures are stone cold more useless? Shine Sideboard is good. Sveloon, I like it. Cura, good enough. Emery might be crappy. Tide Shaper. Okay, let's shave on some of these things. Get some Force and Negations. Is that it? Is that all I can sacrifice? Okay, let's get rid of a Soul Guide Lantern, maybe? Don't know how many artifacts I can sacrifice here.
2.
Okay, this is the best. Yeah, I know. It's the best I can do. And who knows? Maybe I don't need Force and Negation. Maybe I'm just supposed to beat my opponent in with a bunch of value. This hand's interesting. I think I'm going to keep it. But it's sort of all in on Urza Saga. I mean, after Urza Saga pops a few times, then we can play Sveloon, but...
Gonna pop off.
It'd be nice to get a legendary card. If I draw Force Negation, I'm going to regret taking out Tamiyo. They put a card on top of their library with their meticulous archive. So meticulous. Interesting. Is this useful? Actually, it is. It is useful. It's just a random thing I can put on turn 1 to be a distraction for my opponent. A distraction. Okay, we can play Mishra's Bauble.
For free.
Get it underneath Counter Magic. And I think that's it. I'm going to keep the Mox Opals in my hand just in case I get wiped out hard by Wrath the Skies. Not to mention, at the right moment, maybe we can play a Mox Opal and bait a counterspell into it. I doubt it. But maybe.
You have to be pretty afraid of that opal.
This game is going way slower.
One top, one bottom.
Go for it. Make my day.
You should play with Opt and Preordain.
Another Sveloon. Alright, attack for 2.
And Serum Visions.
Play Urza Saga and pass. It would be really nice to have a 2-drop here. Or an Emery. I can't remember. Can Teferi bounce this? I think it can. Because it's an enchantment. I can't remember how Teferi's worded, but I think it's allowed to bounce enchantments. There was another world where I could go Otawara first. I do nothing for certain, and then I play Urza Saga and Sveloon. I just figure if I put the Sveloon out immediately, that it gets eaten up by some sort of removal or something.
Ooh,
And I would rather just go Urza Saga first, play land, and start making constructs. There is... That's Flagy. Flagy gonna get some lifey. Ooh, there's Force Negation.
You are late.
Well, whatever. I think I can still hold off on Opal. Maybe it was worth it just to put a Sveloon in play. Maybe that was just not the worst thing in the world. Because then I could use my Opal for something. Whatever, we're all in on the construct plan now. We are still all in on this construct plan.
Making a construct should have been 0 mana.
And I guess I'll get the Shadow Spear. Nothing else really to go get. Play a Mox Opal.
For value.
Yeah, getting that 1 extra damage.
Where's the fish in this deck?
Oh, this can tap for mana now. Yeah, I have like way more than enough artifacts. Which means I can equip the Shadow Spear. Oh, our opponent's seriously thinking about countering this. They're super serious. Uh-oh. Don't be Flame of Anor. Oh, Petty Theft. I don't have enough mana to interact with that, so yeah, that resolves. I still get the Mox, right? Or not? What, 2 Petty Thefts? Oh, Lightning Bolts. I am punished. Interesting.
He's emptying sand.
I'm punished for not getting this Mox Opal out earlier. I didn't think of that.
Still taps for mana.
Yeah, what am I going to use it on? Oh, I can actually get a Sveloon out. Okay, so... Yeah, we might as well do that. You're right. Look at that. My brother's tech. That was this is my brother's idea. See that? The legend roll. Choose one to keep. I keep this one. And we'll add some mana with that. And then we get a Sveloon in play. That was your idea, right? That was your idea the entire time.
Wait, no.
You thought of that.
Mishra's Bubble doesn't tap for mana.
You spoiled it. I tried to give you credit for that genius move. That genius play. There's still a Flage out there. So they can dump a card. It's 5 cards. Yeah, it's 5 cards. So they get Flage in, then I can suit this thing up with Shadow Spear. Damn, I can't really attack. Unless I draw the goods. Oh, they kept a card on top. Well, that's not good. Probably I'm gonna have to sack this Mishra's Bauble. We need to draw into something useful. I don't have enough useful things to draw. Oops! No, 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 no. Whatever. Okay, they are gonna ambush me somehow. I don't know what they're gonna do, but they are ambushing me. Maybe with Solitude. Yes, Force Negation proven to be complete bubkiss at the moment.
Gonna be a big banning soon.
Sinking Super is really good because I can bounce this Flage now in the graveyard. I think I'm just gonna do nothing. I think we're gonna do nothing. We'll just pass. How much mana we have? 4? Can't really do that much with this mana.
So Mox Amber generates 1 mana for each legendary you control?
No! That'd be crazy. That's like, I have 3 legendaries in play. It's 1 mana of any color,
creature.
but I need at least 3 artifacts in play.
I said Mox Amber, not Opal.
Oh, Amber. No, okay. So Mox Amber will add mana. Will add a color of mana as per your legendary creature in play. So if I have a blue legendary creature, it adds blue.
Oh, okay. That's not so bad.
Oh, this is Solitude. This really sucks. I don't really have a good response to this. Oh, that's fine.
So,
Can have that stupid thing. Your life total is lower than mine.
you're not a merfolk, but you're still a traitor.
No, there was an ally for the longest time. Then stupid Fury into Bowmasters rendered this card completely useless. Why our opponent is playing it, I don't know, but they found some use out of it. Well, actually, Fury's banned. Bowmasters is down on the down tick, so actually maybe there's a lot of value to this card. That's interesting. They don't want to play their Phage. It's very interesting. All right, we pass the turn. I'll take the turn. Well, I can't do anything with the 3rd mana, so we are going to equip.
Does this give it protection?
No. It's going to give it +1/+1 and lifelink, though.
Ooh.
That's pretty sweet. That's pretty sweet. And we're still drawing a card. And it's a Force Negation.
They can be used for the other Force Negation. Ooh.
Is their opponent choked on mana here? Red, red, white, white. No, you can play Phage at any time. I think they're just paranoid of a card that we have now. I thought there was one turn, though, we didn't have our mana up, so they were pretty free to do whatever the hell they wanted. Go Sveloon. I think for anyone that loved the Sea and Sky builds, this would be up their alley. Subtlety.
You were worried about it all this time.
Yeah, that can resolve. Has nothing to hit. My opponent's hand is just full of stuff that they just can't do anything with.
Maybe he's just so perplexed by what he's seeing.
Yeah, this is look amazing my game is here. So powerful.
This isn't the Nikachu I know.
Yeah. I didn't see this on YouTube. Not on my channel, not yet at least. Okay, now are we gonna see Phage? Wow, you have like another subtlety or something. Interesting. Another Urza Saga. That is going to
Straight to the garbage.
I think it's going to force some action. Okay, let's see. Are they going to try to block with like maybe 2 subtleties or something?
Big.
Bigger than big, as you might say.
Yeah.
We got a Tameo, which blocks these things very poorly. They both have 3 power.
Also, they fly.
Spell Queller. So if you double block, it's 5.
Player beware, you're rooting for.
I mean, I'll let it resolve, and then we'll just see what our opponent wants to do.
Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun. Whatever happened to Spirit's decks? They're all gone.
I think I'm just gonna let this happen. And I'll just play another Svaeloon. Kill off the stupid subtlety.
You still gain some life.
I still gain some life. That's right. Okay, this is on Merfolk, so let's start with... Maybe I don't want to play Tameo, just so that I have sync into... Like, I could just, like, empty my hand. I could go Svaeloon, re-equip with the Shadow Spear, then play Tameo. Or maybe I just play Svaeloon and pass. Maybe I just do that.
Maybe.
Okay. If it's allowed. It may not happen. Let's see what our opponent does. They might play another subtlety. Like, they keep passing the turn back and forth.
Back and forth.
Return target spell to its owner's hand. Ah, I can't tap the stupid opal for mana. Okay, so this will go back to my hand. And then that becomes a problem, because if my opponent plays... If I play Tameo and my opponent plays Phage... Well, anyway, I can't prevent Phage. So if I play Tameo... Oh, no, but I can equip with Shadow Spear. I can do that.
Why couldn't you tap Mox Opal for mana?
Oh, I'm so stupid.
Yeah.
This is... Oh, yeah. I screwed up. I thought this was Mox Amber. Yeah.
Read the cue cards.
Yeah. Well... Yeah. Whoops, permanents. Oh, no, I don't want permanents to do anything here. So I have 2 mana up. Okay, I'm just going to equip this thing. Just so that when Phage comes out, it can't...
It's got 3 bloody artifacts.
Can't kill my damn thing. Yeah. No, I was treating... If anyone was confused, I was treating Mox Opal like it was Mox Amber. Well, this game is going to still go on for quite a while. Yeah, if I countered that, then we would have a Svaeloon in play. Our opponent would probably play Phage. Like, probably. Do nothing. Shoot our face, I suppose. They would gain some life, but then we could bounce it back to their hand. Now they're getting into a dangerous spot where they have, like, 6 mana is, like, a pretty good chunk of mana for this deck, especially a deck that's, like, trying to Spell Queller, Subtlety, Petty Theft, all this annoying crap.
His deck is as diversified as yours is. Tap out big.
Yeah, okay, Phage is coming. Phage is coming. Phage is coming. Finally. Maybe Phage will just go for my face. Actually, you know what my opponent should do? Attack first. I don't block. Oh, no. Maybe I do block. Okay, so they wanted... So what are they going to do?
What are you going to do about it?
Yeah, it is going for my face. Face has been struck. Yeah, you don't want to attack. Tameo is holding the fort somehow. We draw Vidalian Hexcatcher, which is not bad. Not ideal, but not bad. So what do I do here? Petty Theft? If I petty... sorry, not Petty Theft. I could sink. We still... I think I just want to win with Urza Saga. Okay, let's tap this thing so I don't forget. That seems to be a thing.
Bye-bye.
Make our opponent work for this.
Make him sweat.
Oh, I made a mistake again because now I don't want this Cavern of Souls up. Well, I did that because of Vidalian Hexcatcher, but it's not important. Okay, I can't attack. I mean, I could attack. Should I attack? I attack for 1. Just block with this, but then I get attacked for a lot more. It's okay. Just pass. I hope I'm not overrating Urza Saga here. But they're so big. They're going to be so big. Big creatures.
Massive.
Hopefully. That's the plan.
Mark Rosewater's bank account. How much do you think he pulls in? $1?
No, I think he makes quite a bit of money.
Yeah, he has to sign cards to make money.
He's been there for so long. He's been there for a very long time. All right.
Well, he's having a good think about it.
Yeah, there's nothing like starting the league with a really long control matchup. And now we're actually getting to a point where, you know, having more time on the clock is just incredibly valuable. Each player can't cast more than one spell each turn. I don't think I want to. Deal 5 damage to any target. Well, I don't really like that either.
You can say no.
Yeah, and I think I will. I mean, if this was bait, then whatever. It's technically like a removal spell. I wonder if it would benefit me. Like, I'm the one with Urza Saga on the battlefield. Maybe I should have just accepted that high noon. Each player can't cast more than one spell each turn. Yeah. I'm, like, definitely casting more spells than my opponent. I think. That's a great card to draw. Because Tishana's Tidebinder hits a lot of stuff. Oh, we get a card. Should I get this Mox Amber now? To give myself more mana. Can't really use this mana. I don't want to move the Shadow Spear yet. Let's just hoof our opponent for 6. Seems good enough.
You gonna block opponent? Oh, he doesn't even want to block.
Wow. Taking it on the chin, why not? And I'll just pass. With our Hex Catch, our Force Negation, everything's up here.
3, 2, 1.
Everything's up, but at the same time, like, and I have no incentive to cast anything into their open mana. I mean, this is a frickin' Spell Queller deck. Spell Queller, Subtlety, everything.
All our old friends.
I mean, like, our opponent is just, it's all the bad news. That is a problem. Let's counter that.
Sorry, opponent, we had it all. We had it all.
I don't know if we had it all, but we had a lot. And the fact that I didn't cast this with mana probably is this gigantic sign of strength. What is this? When this enters, exile target spell with mana value 4 or greater. So maybe we'll play a Spell Queller on this, which then we can Tishana's Tidebinder. Oh, Reprieve, return the spell back to our hand, draw a card. Well, I can't counter it. Or you're returning your... Oh, you're returning your Teferi back to your hand. That's fine. Okay, Force Negation does nothing, so maybe they're intending on playing a land, replaying it, but then we'll Hex Catcher it. Hopefully.
Yikes, Pog.
Okay, so nothing happened here. Do I need to just throw out a Hex Catcher for nothing? No, they're going to crack. They have a Phage in hand, at the very least. What is this? Unlicensed Hearse. Do I even give a crap about that?
Yes, it doesn't have a license.
I could counter it.
They're operating without a license.
No, I probably win if I counter it, right?
Don't even let him. Yeah, just don't even let him have it.
I think
He's all tapped out.
because yeah, well, I mean, they could still Solitude me, but I think the idea I have is gonna sell to me, huh? All right, you win. You get an unlicensed hearse. But this thing, how big is this? Its power and toughness are equal to the number of cards exiled with it. There's currently 0. Okay, so our opponent's just trying to use their cards, and they got rid of that Teferi Time Raveler. Okay, we'll put our Hex Catcher on the bottom. I think we just win. We're just gonna put the Shadow Spear on a construct.
That's it.
And like, I think our opponent has a lot of trouble blocking it. Because even if you double block, you're like screwed.
Also the life gain. It's going to be massive.
It's going to be massive life gain. That's right. We're going to investigate. Maybe we might even get a planeswalker this turn.
Is that an artifact?
Yeah, it's an artifact.
Oh, just bumped everything up.
Bumped it. That's synergy. That's aspiring spike quality synergy right there.
Did I ever meet that guy in person? In Vegas?
Yeah, in Vegas.
Yeah.
He was there in Vegas.
Shook his hand.
Oh, our opponent activated the unlicensed source. Unfortunately, has exiled nothing. It's not the cards in exile. It is cards exiled by it. But, you know, I don't blame our opponent for trying to play their cards.
See you on YouTube, Inkling.
Yeah, see you
Thanks
on
for coming
YouTube.
around.
And anyway, that was round 1. A great showing for the deck. That was amazing. That's super powerful. And I'll see you in round 2.
Hey, Mulligan.
We lost the die roll. Our hand is pretty bad. What do we got? Like, turn. We can go Mishra's Bauble. If I had 2 artifacts, I'd probably keep this, but we don't. So we're just we have 2 legendaries, a bunch of lands, and a Mishra's Bauble. Mulligan. This hand does nothing, so we're going to mulligan this too. Our opponent capped. We're on the draw, so it's okay. This hand looks better, I guess. We'll keep, and I guess we'll pitch Hexcatcher and Flood Pit's Drowner, because I expect that after we go land, Urza Saga, make a few constructs, then we can follow it up with Emery. But this is a very slow, very, very, very slow start, no matter how you cut it up.
What if tomorrow they decide, you know what, let's go back to the old mulligan system. This London mulligan's been too soft.
How old? Because we've had many. There was a point where you were whatever you drew, you kept it. That's it. And then I think it evolved to if you had no lands or only lands, you could show it to your opponent and then mulligan for another hand. But
yeah,
then
that sounds good.
Again, if you had like a 1-lander, you keep.
Yeah.
You're not allowed to change that. We're up against Boros Energy, it seems. On the draw, they seem to have a pretty okay hand. Nothing super dangerous, nothing super safe.
Where's Chode Meatball?
They got a lot of mountains here. That was their first fetch land, right? Oh no, the first fetch land got this. Second fetch. How the hell did this go on? First fetch land got Elegant. Oh, and I guess they dumped a Marsh Flats. That's how it worked. Opponent being rude. Okay, so like this is the matchup I'm most curious about, like how good or bad this is going to be. Because if in this is like the #1 deck we're trying to dodge. And if we actually have an edge in this matchup, then this is awesome. This will be great for this deck. This would definitely get my attention. I would lean to actually playing this thing if it's the case that this deck can get an edge versus Boros Energy.
Meow.
Our opponent has pretty slow start, but still a pretty good start. I think I'm actually just going to play, like... What? If I Urza Saga, it's going to be for almost nothing. So let's just play a creature. Let's play Sveloon. Next turn, we'll just let this thing die. We'll go get a... We'll just float mana. Probably get Shadow Spear. Play Emery and see what happens. You don't think I'm going to block? I'm going to block. I could do it. She got a big gyat.
Banned from YouTube.
Can Static Prison hit my Urza Saga? Non-land. No, can't. Oh, this is not good. Boros Energy doing what Boros Energy do. Oh no. The one thing I had going for me. Okay, I saw enough.
Wow.
Their hand is good. Our hand is not.
Meow.
Our
Cat tokens win.
On the draw, our hand was pretty poor. Okay, cards that we want. Probably just Dismember, I think.
Cats eat fish.
Probably just Dismember. Definitely don't want Soul Guide Lantern. Does that mean we want another one of these cards? Like Ether Spellbomb? Loop that against... I don't know. Maybe we don't want to loop this versus anything. Card not good in this matchup. I don't think Hexcatcher sucks. Does this help? Target player mills 4 cards, then exiles each opponent's graveyard. And they can't search their library. I don't feel like this actually helps. Spell Bomb, Pithing Needle, that can hit Goblin Bombardment or something. Okay, I'll just ship it like this. Not a fan of Hexcatcher here. Not sure what other cards are even necessary. Maybe Consign to Memory. Hit some triggers. I'm optimistic though. I think turn 1 Tameo into turn 2 Svelun is pretty awesome.
I think you're out to lunch. All right, come on.
No, this is an unplayable hand. Mulligan. We're not drawing very well. Okay, I'm going to keep this. Put Cavern of Souls on the bottom. We can go turn 1 Shadow Spear into turn 2 Emery. Come on, deck. Do something. Do something. I know you have the power. You showed me the power in that control matchup.
You got lucky.
It was good power. Show me the power again. This is the matchup I need to see this power. Where's my Moxen? We have 7 Moxen in this deck. 7.
That's almost 7, 14, 20.
We have a monkey.
28, 30.
Where the hell was this turn 1? Okay, Merfolk, and then
It's almost an 8th of the deck.
play Emery. There was an opal and an amber in there, so that's useful. The attack, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I guess let it through.
No. That monkey needs to go to the graveyard. Oh, never mind.
Oh, we're getting stomped the same way we always get stomped. Nothing. The more things change, the more things stay the same.
This monkey's getting banned.
No, I doubt it. Oh, they're playing my bauble. No, that was my bauble. That was my bauble. What did you do with that thing for? And that would have been a good bauble too, if to draw, because then I could play Tameo the bauble, crack the bauble on their turn, and then flip our Tameo to
What's this guy?
screw all these guys down.
Mr. Aurora Borealis.
Oh yes, of course. Have a great start as usual. And they draw a card. Oh, we drew it anyway. Okay. I wonder if I shock, equip the Shadow Spear, and then pass, is that going to be like enough of a deterrent? Oh no, you can like load up on something. You have 3 energy now. But you know what? I think I should do this just to protect myself from Phage, at the very least. Okay, pass. Okay. Looks like we're just gonna get crushed.
No. Whoa.
Whoa. That's what the deck does. And it's gonna make more creatures too.
You got lucky.
Well, our opponent's hands are very good, but our hands were also very bad. So it was like a combination of being up against the higher end of their range. Game 1, their hand was like a little slow, but like then it got good momentum going from turn 2 onward. Whereas with this game, their hand was just really good, and our hand sucked.
That's magic.
But I didn't want to mulligan any further. We'll see how much of this deck still exists on Monday.
Yeah.
Maybe you're not going to be there anymore, Guide of Souls. Maybe you're not going to be there anymore.
Is it actually in contention?
Absolutely.
Really? People
Oh, yeah.
hate it that much?
Well, this is just one of the main engines to this deck. Like, look what it's doing. It's a very, very strong one-drop in a format now that is... All the one-drops have been punished by Bowmasters. Yeah, we're dead.
Dang.
Yeah, it just got completely crushed. So not like... but sadly, we didn't really get to see anything that this deck does. But that being said, our opponent had good interaction in both games. Maybe we were just going to get killed anyway. Who knows? Anyway, that was round 2. It's time to move on to round 3. Okay, here for round 3.
Up against triple Q. He must be a multi-Qer.
Our hand actually looks awesome. I love this. Yeah, I'm going to keep this. How are we going to play this? Basically an artifact deck with a Tide Shaper. I'm sure there's some Merfolk players that are just absolutely cringing at this hand. I can get 3 artifacts in play. I can even get this Tide Shaper in play on turn 1. So wait, can I play this Urza Saga turn 1? Probably. So I play Urza Saga turn 1, play Opal, Shadow Spear, and then Island next turn. Yeah, that works. Play Shadow Spear, play Opal, play Amber.
Throw in an Ornithopter. Why not?
But then the craziest thing is when I play this Tide Shaper. Do I want to? I guess. Do I hold on to this Tide Shaper? What are the odds you're an island deck, opponent? What are the odds?
Is land.
Because next turn I don't want to play Tide Shaper. All right, let's hope you're not. Let's hope you are an island deck. Hopefully this this is probably looks so weird from our opponent. Just the weirdest thing in the world.
What's that?
What are you doing? Show me your island. Show me that I soul read you. Oh, this is the blink deck, damn it.
I'm blinking, you'll miss it.
All these legendary artifacts. Okay, attack for 1.
19 turn clock. Let's go.
Yep. Well, it's going to be a little bit faster than that. But, you know, depending on what kind of hand our opponent has, they can deal with this. What do I even get with it? I guess I have to go get a Mishra's Bauble.
It's not legendary.
Yeah, it's the only thing I can get. Because I got my other non-legend. I got my other thing here. Oh, I can get a Soul Guide Lantern. Does that help me? Does that help me in this matchup? Probably not. Not enough that I would care. Okay, let's go! Construct tokens, let's go. I have no legendary creature in play. That sucks. Oh, this is just going to stomp me.
You're legendary.
They're going to exile this, ephemerate, exile this, block this, and then we're just going to be a big sad face.
I'm going to gain a lot of life,
Oh,
though.
good. It disappeared. For forever, hopefully.
See, now with the Soul Guide Lantern, you can exile the Graveyard.
Oh, I screwed up. I was supposed to play this Mishra's Bauble. Well, I guess we're going to have to crack these baubles. Because we're going to need, you know, reinforcements. Felia. We need a lot more reinforcements. The dog? And it can blink my constructs. They're rendering them completely useless. It's the dog is back. You didn't know that? The dog is big time back. The corgi.
I love it. Was it from Bloomborough?
No, it was from Modern Horizons 3.
They should make Bloomborough 2 already.
They got another Solitude. Oh, they're playing the Ether Vial version.
They can put this guy in there.
That's the old tech. That's the old tech. Well, I think we're just going to get stomped here. This looks like a horrible matchup for this deck. Just downright awful. You're gonna blink this? Yeah, sure. You do that too. In response to blinking it, play your Solitude. Yep, that's about right. Is that even necessary? Can't. I thought you can just blink my own stuff. Exile up to one target non-land permanent. You can just blink this and it's dead, right? I don't know. I guess this is I guess this is value for our opponent somehow.
He wants to give you the life gain. Look at that.
Oh, and it. Oh, I see. It makes the corgi bigger. Oh, and does it put it into play as a creature? Oh, I guess that's the idea. Our opponent had an idea. In some sense, this hand is a bit unlucky because these two cards, yeah. We're flooding on our legendary cards. Ooh, you have a Recruiter of the Guard. Okay. That's nice. That's very, very nice.
What about you?
Yeah, what do I got? I got
a land.
That's not nice. Not very nice at all. We get our land. We get our Tammy. Oh, that would have been beautiful. Well, hello there. So, do we have legend in play? We do now. I guess I should have used the island. This thing can technically untap my Tameo.
Tide Shaper's a legend for sure.
And I guess we're just going to pass. We're going to pass, and I guess I'm going to Tishana's Tidebinder, the Overlord. If I get the option. Or maybe we'll keep blinking with Felia. I guess I can attack with both. Overlord triggers. Felia can target the Overlord. Let's see what happens. Then they would get something no matter what.
Get something.
Okay, this is triggering like usual. And this is targeting... Oh, my Mox Opal.
He looks so happy. He looks like he doesn't have a single thought in his head.
Well, it's a lot of candy canes and stuff.
It's like some Stimpy-esque brainlessness going on there.
Okay, well, Tishana's Tidebinder, the Overlord. This thing's going to blink my Mox Opal. Well, if our opponent has nothing in hand, maybe we can make a comeback, but I sincerely doubt that's the case.
You know.
I'll take this damage. Give me my Opal back, please. It's very rude that you took it from me. Fatal Push. Give it back. Sink into Stupor. Does that help me? Probably not. So I just lost some mana because I lost my legendary creature. Lose Hexproof and Indestructible. That does not affect my opponent at all. Okay, let's equip this stupid thing. Did I know about that? Did I know about that? There's one in here. How many in exile? None. When did they get the second one back? I missed something. I thought I countered it. Okay. This is brutal. Okay, I'm just gonna concede. I saw enough. You have a good hand. Oh, actually, I would say it's probably more of an average hand. Okay, what do I want? I don't have much in here. I don't actually have much in here. Does this help? No, it doesn't. Okay, Dismember helps. Soul Guide Lantern might in some world help.
No.
Again, Hexcatcher is not a beautiful card. Okay, I'll do it like that. I might be missing something here.
Yeah.
Players can cast spells from graveyards or libraries, but they're never casting any of these cards from graveyards. They're like bringing them back to their hand. Creature cards in graveyards and libraries can't enter the battlefield. That doesn't happen. Ether Spell Bomb. I don't think that's gonna be good. Force Negation. What does this hit? Nothing. Oh, I should have also sided. Maybe I should have sided out Tide Shaper. And even though it's poor consigned to memory, I don't really like consigned to memory in this matchup, just because they blink stuff. And if they're blinking cards, then it's just they're just coming back anyway. Oh, this is a very nice hand. I like this hand. This hand's good.
Please, Mulligan.
Yeah, show me some replace. Show me some mercy, damn it. The thing is, when you blink a Solitude, I mean, that overwhelms. I like with Urza Saga, you basically sink something like how many turns into this thing? You sink like 6 mana into it, and then our opponent can just blow it away for 1 mana. They kept a card on top. That's even more bad news. Bad news all over the place. Okay, let's attack with our Tameo. And I'll Tide Shaper this stupid land.
Hopefully you kept the one lander.
Yep. Hopefully.
Ugh.
Especially after they surveilled. I mean, they might have. They might have kept a 1-lander, and that was it. And then they put that. See, look at that. 1 mana.
This card is getting banned.
1 mana.
Just name your price, Rosewater.
I don't know how much influence he has over the ban list.
Oh.
1 mana. And it gets to stay, too. That's the disgusting part. It gets to stay.
What even happened to this game anymore?
I know. At least we have this clue on the battlefield. That helps.
Get a clue, Solitude.
Okay, Ephemery gets wasted.
So Fury hit the bucket.
Yeah.
Nobody plays with Endurance.
No, there's some decks playing Endurance. Not a lot. It's not popular, but some people.
Solitude and Subtlety, those are the ones that stayed around. And the black one, who even remembers? What was that thing even called?
Our opponent has that Overlord. They have the black Overlord. They wanted us to like make a creature block, and then they get their Solitude back. I'm not going to fall for that trap. See? So is this like the enchantment part? Can I counter this?
Overlord of Denmark.
It's an no. It's still a creature.
Yeah, it looks like the guy.
Brick. Oh man, they hit everything. There's another Solitude there.
Oh, if only you had that lantern out.
I can't. That's the problem. I can't interact while that ability is happening. That's the problem. So like, even if I want to, it just doesn't do anything.
That sucks. We have to change how the stack operates, Wizards. We need to make it fair.
I will make another one of these. I'll get in for some damage here. Let's get Shadow Spear. Let's play another Urza Saga.
After the bannings, Merfolk is going to be back on top. Number 1.
I don't know how valuable this Hex Catcher is here. So I'm just going to assume it's not. Yeah, we'll play this this Lantern, and I guess we exile maybe an Overlord. Well, we know there's at least one Solitude in hand, so if they have a blinker, then I'm screwed.
Don't blink.
Oh, there's one blinker.
That big old moth.
Blinking that stupid thing. This thing comes back. Guess they can go get Felly if they want. Found another Felly and a Recruiter of the Guard. Okay, that's not bad. That was sort of a bad blink on their part.
Exile's graveyard now.
Well, I can't. It was in the middle of the ability. Okay, it's my upkeep. Looks like they sort of want to do something. A 3-2, a 3-1. I think I'm just going to send in the team here. And by the team, I'm just going to send in these two. Because I think older blocks are poor. And I even have a Hex Catcher to counter an Ephemerate if necessary. It's probably going to make them paranoid because I'm not equipping this Shadow Spear at any point. So they are very welcome to chump block. Or maybe the point is they can chump block and then Overlord can get it back.
Love this card. This is the best card in the game.
What, Solitude?
Yeah, it's so good.
I love that Solitude. Okay, that thing did die. Are you going to double block with the Flicker Wisp and Solitude? I guess you will. Maybe I don't have to make this. Maybe I shouldn't have done this, because this is just tapping me out for no reason.
It was worth it.
Now what?
Exile's
Okay, we're
graveyard.
staring each other down, sort of. But not really. So if I equip this, it'll get a little bit bigger, and then I can afford to exile this graveyard later. Because, yeah, I think I have to exile their graveyard. That's what that thing does, right? Tap, sack it, exile each opponent's graveyard. All my opponent's graveyards. All of them. Okay, so I guess this is a good point to do this.
Ha! You get nothing.
Oh, no, hold on. Beginning of combat on your turn. Oh, I could have waited for it to trigger.
Emperor.
Yeah, that was a mistake. Oh. What did they do that for? Oh, I guess they were going to go get one of those, but there wasn't one. You just want to eat something? I'm gonna eat my Urza Saga. Bon appetit. Okay, let's see if I get to block this thing. You find Witch Stalker and Ophelia.
Puppy be barking.
Okay, I don't want to deal with you anymore. What'd they take? Oh, they got the Witch Stalker Enchanter. So I guess they're going to eat up, because that thing can destroy an artifact.
The life totals in this game are just wonky.
Skyclave. Yeah, I'm not used to gaining life, that's for sure. What's Skyclave going to get? You can get my Urza Saga? No, you're going to go get my... Gonna get the Shadow Spear. Okay, Shadow Spear's gone. I don't even know what I want in this game. Flood Pit's Drowner is interesting. And how does this guy work? One or more counters, or put a creature card exiled from Emperor Bones onto the battlefield under your control. Oh, that was the point, so that they get the Overlord back anyway. No, no, I didn't make an artifact. I didn't make anything out of this. I guess we'll get. I didn't even tap it for mana. I have nothing. So I'm going to be like 1 mana short from what I actually want to do. Okay, hold on. I'll have 3. I can get Amber, I guess. But this is very far from what I actually wanted to do. Okay, Kiora is going to draw 2, discard 2. These are useful cards. And pass. Actually, I can counter the Emperor of Bones trigger.
This game is going to go on forever.
Oh, do they have Felly in hand? I don't remember now.
It was in the graveyard.
Was there 1 or 2?
1.
Okay, hold on.
There was 1.
Just looking in the history. Mills, Shadowy Backstreet Felly, Exuberant Shepherd. Oh no, they got the Witch Enchanter. That's what they got. So they have Witch Enchanter and a random stupid card. Oh, I can't play Tashawn's Tiebinder right now. I don't have the mana for this. Our opponent disconnected.
Ha.
Oh, they'll be back.
He's triple queuing. It's right in the name.
Maybe. This game is interesting nonetheless. They seem to be like holding priority and not giving it back. Give me back my priority. Oh, did they? Is there a glitch? Did they lock the game by accident?
How?
Maybe there's some glitch surrounding Emperor of Bones targeting Overlord with when an Urza Saga is also exiled with it. Like there are some nuanced scenarios where the game is locked because the thing is, I don't have priority. My opponent has priority. They've targeted their Overlord, and the game is not passing priority. Is the game is the client not passing priority? Are they still here?
Yeah, you will respect my priority.
Has lost connection to the game. So like I understand. So this is what I would do. Like if the game is not functioning the way I want, I would start disconnecting from Magic the Gathering Online and then like trying to reconnect. So there's just something wrong with the board state that Magic Online is screwing up.
Pretty interesting. He's gonna get a refund.
No, I'll resign.
No, Mark Rosewater will go to his door personally.
I'll just resign.
No.
I think they have the advantage here.
No, you're gonna take the win.
Let's see. Or can I resign? Okay, hold on. They attack with Emperor of Bones. They get the Overlord. If they brick, maybe I can stabilize because I have Tashawn's Tiebinder for the next turn that they do something.
They get what they deserve playing this deck.
So maybe I actually have enough equity in this game that I can't resign on the spot.
No, you shouldn't resign anyway.
And I have a clue.
Like, get a clue. He's playing this crappy deck. He gets what he deserves.
Also, actually, if they bring Overlord in play, I can also Flood Pits it and get rid of it. That's actually a line. Didn't think about that. Okay, so I can't resign. Yeah, our opponent is disconnected again.
This is great.
Yeah, I think the client locked up on them. I think this interaction is freezing up the client.
Totally bunged up. MTGO has diarrhea.
Yeah, yeah. MTGO had diarrhea here. No, it's constipation. It's a different thing.
Have you seen this before with other card interactions?
Yeah, it's happened to me before. I can't remember what. It's like rare. I don't. I bet it has something to do, maybe specifically with Urza Saga. It could be something very specific with Urza Saga being exiled by Emperor of Bones, while again exiling another card in addition, so that it could have something to do with that. I'm just making stuff up. It's just that if like A, B, C, and D all happen in a game, then sometimes it locks up, and there's nothing you can do about it. You can report a bug to Magic Online, and the more rare that it gets, the less likely they'll ever fix it. Sometimes if it's really common, sometimes it's really common. We get messages on Twitter all the time, but like Magic Online says, we fixed a bug that was locking games, blah blah blah, between this these two interactions, because if they happen often enough, they'll fix it very quickly. Well, a win is gonna be a win. We're not even winning the match. We're going to game 3. Oh no! They can't go to game 3. They can't even pass priority. They have two. Right. They have two. No, they should. I wonder if they even have the choice to concede.
Time the fuck out.
I have a feeling they don't even have the option to concede. They may not even be allowed.
Yeah, he's done.
The match. The match is tied 1-1. Oh, but it says I won the match.
Well, sorry, triple Q'er.
Well, we didn't even get a win out of that. I believe that counts as a loss. Well, okay. Anyway, that was a really unlucky, crappy round 3. I'm gonna see you in round 4. We won the die roll. Our hand is acceptable enough. We'll keep it. We can go. Well, we can go turn 1 Tamio attack, play Emery, and then go from there. Figure it out from there. I like Tamio. I played a little bit with this in Merfolk. Was not dissatisfied. The hell is this?
It's a frog.
I'm up against a lizard deck in Modern. Landfall. Whenever a land you control enters, the creature deals 1 damage to target opponent, and it has offspring. This is very rogue. I am in no man's land at this point.
I like it. It's a lizard.
It is a lizard.
We need more lizards in Magic.
Okay, Emery.
Mark Rose. Never mind.
I don't know where he was going to go with that. Okay, find me artifacts. No! It wasn't even a land. I was hoping that we'd find like a Mox Opal or cuz like this saga is going to exterminate at some point. Another one. Oh my god. It's land Ponza or sorry, no, like land burn. Does this deal damage to me too? Enters tap. No, it's a surveil land. I'm going to get goldfish by these stupid things. Deals 3 damage. This is burn. Bolt wave. But why are you playing Bolt Wave? So I'm gonna guess Urza Saga's what's it called is really good. Shadow Spear. Land. Oh no. Now what do we I can't even crack anything and get value out of Emery. This is gonna backfire so hard. Is it worth cracking the clue to go find a land, or do I play a hex catcher? No, if I don't crack and go get a land, I'll be just screwed for all future turns for an eternity. Is this an artifact? No, it's an enchantment. Can I blink you somehow? Well, if I drew a land there, I mean, I think we would just steamroll our opponents and win. Instead, now we're struggling. Okay, well, that was good. We can cast a card next turn. We can play Sveilun next turn, at the very least. I can tap Urza Saga for mana before it sacrifices itself. What does this mean? Just want to get in a nice clean attack, huh? Well, I can block. Ha! Did you see that one? No, you didn't, did you?
He's running out of options.
It's Blackburn for sure. Okay, that's dead. Ragavan. No land. Another Emery. Okay, we're just gonna float the mana. 100%, million% get. Do I get? Maybe I just want more mana. Because if I get like Hexcatcher out, how can they win? Yeah, I think I'm gonna get Opal. I'm gonna get an sorry, not Opal. Is it Amber? I can get either one, I suppose. Because I'll get another clue soon off of this Tamio. Okay, we'll get. No, I'll get Amber. I technically just have a bunch of legendary creatures out. Oops, no, I don't want that one. this one. Play this. Merfolk Traitors all around. Do I have... I still have no artifact to go get? Emery, you're so stupidly unlucky. We have to keep our life total high and dry. F it. Let's make more artifacts. And actually, if we flip this, that'll be really strong. Because, like, the first mode of the Planeswalker is, like, all your opponent's creatures get -1, -1, -1, -0. Oh! We're going to get hit hard. That 4 damage. These things strong. Swift Spear. Okay, bring it on, Swift Spear. Uh-oh. Okay.
Getting swifty.
Everything's coming in. I'm inclined to... Well, this is only a 1/2. So I can block Ragavan. I'm definitely blocking Ragavan. Yeah, I should block something. And if they bolt it, whatever. I got more Sveloons where that came from. Searing Blaze.
All the old Burn classics.
Yeah, I know. But at least we get rid of one of these stupid things.
Haven't seen these since Andy was playing the game.
So I have an island.
Maybe this is Andy.
Could be Andy. The crappy thing is, okay, I really wanted Tishana's Tiebinder like Swift Spear. There's a lot of things I want to do. I'd like to play 2 cards in this one turn. Unfortunately, that's just not going to happen. I'm a little concerned that if I crack both clues, flip this Tameo, our opponent like just double burns us. Because they missed a land drop once, which means they got more good stuff in hand. I guess I have to leave Tameo on defense. Hopefully we draw land and we can play Tishana's Tiebinder and Hexcatcher on the same turn. So I'll leave Tameo on defense this time. Planning to block Swift Spear and then block this stupid... We'll block this dumb thing. So this is just regular burn? But with a bunch of random creatures? Riftbolt me. But I can make all the perfect blocks here.
At 3 life.
Why are you even doing this? I got a land. Okay, so we'll block, block. Take 2, go to 1. There's nothing that kills me immediately, right? Pretty sure.
Well, he's empty-handed, so just gotta hope for donuts. Hope for them apple fritters. My brother was a big fan of the apple fritter from Tim Hortons.
I am now. Hexcatcher, Tishana's Tiebinder. So I sort of died any burn spell. But fortunately, this deck has a lot of...
Crap.
No, not a lot of crap. There are a lot of creatures. There's a very large chunk of creatures. I think I have to get 2 other creatures in play, though.
Yeah. Fill out your board.
Interesting. Glad I didn't play a land yet for the turn. They'll know about this, but like, what can I do about it? I could also play a Mox Amber here. Replace it. Does that change anything? Not really. Yeah, I'm just going to pass. And potentially Tishana's Tidebind or something. Okay.
Tap out big. All 3 mana. All 3. Sign of weakness.
I can counter that.
You sure could. Could be backbreaking.
And also, it'll lower the amount of mana they have on the board for Hexcatcher. Although it looks like my whole board is about to get wiped here. But they'll also lose most of their board too. Oh no, actually I won't. I can block this Tishana's Tidebinder.
Oh!
Okay, so I mean the clock is ticking because if this Urza Saga pops, we get the Shadow Spear. I think the game's just over.
For you.
To be honest. I think it's just over at this point.
Get that other Hexcatcher in there just for insurance.
Yeah, I think we just squeezed by.
See what his next card is.
Because I think I can sacrifice enough Merfolk. And then this Urza Saga is just going to completely do them in.
Be sure to see what his next card is.
Okay, I can activate, cast. How many cards do I draw? I think I can crack. Oh god, is that going to kill me? I might need one more blocker. Yeah, I actually think I can't let Tamiyo pop into a Planeswalker because my opponent only needs to deal 1 point of damage to me and I may not have enough blockers. Okay, I have enough blockers for this. And I'm assuming they're just going to go all out here.
You have to take a stand.
Give me some cards here, opponent. Goblin Guide is very friendly to me. Very friendly.
And a Construcky.
Yeah, we're going to make a Construcky. Then we're going to do some blocky.
Sorry, opponent. You almost got there.
Yeah, very close. 1 is not 0, though. I will not show them the Shadow Spear. I'll show them the Soul Guide Lantern, which I will remove from my deck post board. Okay, we'll just attack with all this stuff.
Hold on, maybe he's got that mythical 1 card.
What mythical 1 card? There is no mythical 1 card. Unless there's some random thing in the graveyard that I'm not paying attention to.
That's what I meant. Ooh, minus 16. Wow.
Not a bad... Yeah, mostly from the construct. Most of the work done by the construct there at the end. Okay, what do we want? We want Force of Negation. I think that's it. What do we not want? Probably clunky stuff. Kyora's clunky. Definitely want to keep Hexcatcher. Tideshaper's probably fine. Soul Guide is not good. Can I get rid of 2 cards? I sort of like Tishana's Tidebinder. Turns off Swift Spear. Swift Spear is so annoying to deal with. Maybe Tideshaper is not that good on the draw, so we'll get rid of some Tideshapers. I have 26 cards still in the deck. It's going to be fine.
Mulligan, do it.
It is like okay.
He mulliganed to 6.
We can immediately flip Tamiyo. I don't know if that's going to be good in this matchup, but we can do it. We weren't given the option to do it any other time.
Land.
How is this going to work? Hold on. Cancel. Mox Amber. I can't play Emery. Oh, no, I can play Emery. Hold on. No, I can play both. What a turn. Merfolk Traitors. And we can crack this Mishra's Bauble.
So now where was this opening hand against that energy guy?
Yeah, exactly. Where was this hand versus the energy guy? I don't think so. Not on my watch. Unless you have another bolt, then poop.
Oh, he's really going.
Oh, another guide. Okay, guide me to victory then.
Peel them lands off the top.
Emery, that's not good. Okay, we'll block one. Actually, maybe I could block the other one.
Yeah, because you're gonna get that. You're gonna replace itself.
Oh, I can't do it anymore. Oh, actually, no. I want one that doesn't have Summoning Sickness. Okay, so we're going to crack this. They have a Barbarian Ring. That's fine. So we're going to draw a card on our upkeep. And then I can get that thing back with our Emery. So let's now play Mishra's Bauble. Get the other Mishra's Bauble. Cast that Mishra's Bauble. Bobbling all over the place here. Okay, got a clue token. We deal no damage. Let's crack our clue token. Was not useful to us.
She's got the flips.
She's got the flips. Okay, let's go +2. Everything's gonna shrink next turn. Let's play
a game.
An island. Do I want to play the second Emery? Because if Emery dies, I'm going to die a little bit inside. So, okay, so we're just going to pass. We're going to force our opponent to kill the Tameo, which I think is going to be fine value. Okay.
When does everything shrink?
Oh, maybe I should have played the Emery because it could block one of these Goblin Guides. It's shrinking right now. It's shrinking as we speak. One of them's probably going at me. Oh no, both of them I think are going at Tameo. We have a Mox Amber coming up. That sucks. I'll just sacrifice both baubles. Oh, one of them did come at me.
Bro.
What is this? Sacrifice it. Deals 2 damage. If you have Threshold, sack it. Deals 2 damage to any target. Only if you have 7 or more. That's fine. Okay, what do you got next? Skewer the Critics.
Ugh.
Let's take a look at that skewer again.
It's fine. Looks good.
Okay, we'll draw 2 more cards. So we're drawing like 2 cards a turn, which is not bad. We got another Tameo. Did Tameo see that? Just out of curiosity?
What?
Like, did Tameo see that? I guess not. No, yeah, whenever you draw your 3rd card. Like, I drew 3 cards right there.
What happens? Do you win the game?
No, I want her to flip again.
Oh.
This is sick. So our opponent is going to kill Tameo with the skewer.
In theory.
I guess they'll tap out for it. Yeah, okay, you'll tap out. Okay, Tameo dead. Good. Find me some cards. Find me some good cards. Find me some lands.
Just peel those lands.
Peel those lands. Give me card advantage. Sveilun. Oh, that's not bad. I'll take that. Take 4. I'll see. I'll again prophesize what you're drawing next. It's a land. That's good news for me. I'm drawing 3 cards a turn. It's an ancestral Merfolk.
This is 6 energy. Oh!
It's pretty good.
Holy moly.
Okay, now this is where the fun starts. For me. Another me. I drew all the Mishra's baubles to draw, so I can keep playing Mishra's baubles every two Mishra's baubles. What to do with all this? I guess just pass.
Yeah, because you gotta block one of them chompers.
I think the game is just basically over. They can go all out here. I mean, I guess it starts turning the barbarian rings on if they attack. So they attack, I block. So I might need to find a counter spell of some sort. Flood Pit's Drowner is okay.
Yeah, you can zoop. Put him back into the
I go to 6. Still need a few more cards though.
I'll see what what's coming up next. Remove,
oh, that was a mistake.
Remove all
now I'm gonna know what's on top of your deck. Ooh, now I'm really gonna know what's on top of your deck. Okay, it's close. I mean, if I brick...
How can you brick? You're drawing 3 cards a turn.
Because these things are going to crack me for 2 damage each. They put a card on top. No, put Skewer the Critics into the graveyard. You don't want that card.
Not if you get a Tide Shaper.
Surprised a Goblin Guide. Okay, that's good. I can block those. In theory. Oh, look
Come on,
at
Tide Shaper.
Goblin Guide.
Annihilate these things.
Are they going to target my Sphaloon? They're going to try to kill my Sphaloon? I doubt it. Okay, Mox Opal. It's good to know that they have a creature on top. Again, let's go get that Mishra's Bauble. But this time I didn't draw a Bauble like the other few turns, so I can't crack it twice. We will attack with our Sphaloon. Deal 3. That's actually good.
Yeah.
Okay, or actually, how's this gonna work? Pay red, tap it. Yeah, so I can turn. No, whatever I target, it's gonna be sacrificed. So I think I can just make their next turn super awkward. Can be done at instant speed. Activate only if 7 or more cards in your graveyard. You do have 7. So whatever I target, they sacrifice. Just gonna hit the Blood Crypt.
Blood Crypt Drowner. What do you got? Oh, he's a goblin.
But I think it's over. I think it's GG because we're gonna they're gonna play a Goblin Guide, which is useless. They don't know that yet. We do. They're going to play a Goblin Guide. We'll deal with it easily.
You're not going to...
And then we're going to activate Urza Saga.
Make it construct.
Yeah, we're going to make a construct. Then we're going to go get the life gain thing. Shadow Spear. And then it's going to be super, super, super GG. Huh? You're not playing your... Oh, you want to activate your Barbarian Ring.
A barbarian.
I know your hand. I play that Goblin Guide now. The post-combat Goblin Guide. Yep. Sure, why not? You're gonna need to. This time we'll keep Mishra's Bauble in play.
For the power.
Yeah, for that 1 extra power, we're going to give that construct token. And this is going to be the end of you. Yeah, Burns' worst nightmare, the Shadow Spear EX card. Yeah, our opponent concedes. Yeah, I know. I have nothing to say about this matchup. I mean, Burn is, well, that's not really, it's not really meta deck. Our opponent has a creative take on it, but I would assume that whether it's this version of Merfolk or the other version of Merfolk, it was going to be good anyway. All right, that was round 4. Let's move on to round 5. We're here for round 5. I'm on the draw. We have an unplayable hand. We're going to mulligan. No lands. Very playable. We're going to keep. Probably.
Is that a joke?
What can I do here? I think I can get rid of the Kiora, but I'm not sure. Tide Shaper could be great or useless. But the thing is, I don't have 2 3-drops. I want to go like land, Urza Saga, Tide Shaper.
Oh, you lost the game.
Not sure what the Tide Shaper is doing in this deck.
Well, we saw it.
Mind Spring might do a little bit more
Yeah,
because we have a lot of we have like a bunch of this extra mana to Mind Spring with.
That card should be an artifact.
Yeah, mine's Tide Shaper. I don't think it has any purpose in this deck.
So did Fish get the only good card out of the whole set?
It's not a card; it's a creature. And frankly, that set didn't do very well. A very unpopular set. Street Wraith.
The often cycles.
Shadow or Living End?
Seldom seen. Street Wraith.
Shadow or Living End?
This is Living End.
If it's Living End,
then it's Vancouver 2018.
Enters tapped unless you control a mount. Exert if that mana was spent on a creature spell. Okay, it looks like Death Shadow.
Okay, it's Vancouver 2017.
Huh?
What do you do?
What?
We're going back in time.
2017.
It's the finals.
Oh yeah, I'm up against Josh Utter Layton. I don't know.
What are we doing?
We need that artifact land.
What, Seat of the Synod?
Yeah. How do you know about that card?
Because it bamboozled me in that show, where I had to guess whether it was banned in any format or not.
Maybe you discard 1 or more cards, put that many +1/+1 counters on this thing. What? Okay, now I don't know what the hell we're up against now.
It's probably still Death Shadow.
But it looks like they're lost on the spot because they only have a 1-lander. Okay, all that smack about Tide Shaper, I take it back. Tide Shaper is great. Okay, so there's some sort of like, oh, it's Hollow One. There's some sort of Hollow One deck.
Pretty hollow.
Yeah, I would assume it's some sort of Hollow One deck.
Wah, 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 wah.
Me mamo, mamo mommy. I just need my opponent don't play lands. They're thinking for a long time, which implies that like I think they drew a land. They drew something.
No, he's just gonna. Yeah. He's
no. They're thinking, do I resign now? So I think they're on I think they're on Hollow One.
I think they're high.
I think Street Wraith and that creature would go in that type of deck. So for that, we're gonna bring in Dismember.
Which member?
Probably. I don't know. What the hell am I supposed to bring? I used to love this card.
I still love this card.
It's probably better than Soul Guide Lantern. I know I know this card just won us the game, but I think it sucks.
Well, the Lantern would be pretty good because this is a graveyard heavy deck.
No, they don't win on the graveyard. They discard cards to buff up the things that are in play, and then they play Hollow Ones from their hand. So I do not think they are going to be doing graveyard anything. I want to sort of bring in this Force Negation, but like the Force Negation looks so bad because I have to like gut something else out. Is there a world where I just remove all the artifacts and just say screw it? We're gonna play with 14 lands. Does that world exist? I do want to take out. I'm gonna bring in some Force Negations, just for like a random Faithless Looting or something. Actually, it's not 14 lands. I think we have 4 Sync in this deck. There's no land here, and I cannot achieve Metalcraft because I have 3 of my Mox Opals in hand. So I guess we've got to mulligan this. Our opponent kept 7. Oh, it's such a nice looking hand too, especially with the Tameo.
Especially with that sweet win in round 1.
Yeah, we're gonna keep this. This hand's sick too. This is a really good hand. Maybe we're gonna dump the Sveiloon, even though that's the strongest card in the hand. I can go Opal, Mishra's Bauble, land, Emery, followed up with Urza Saga, Flood Pits. It's a tough decision though. Okay, we're gonna see the full power of this stupid thing. Another Urza Saga.
Yeah, get it all out there.
Another Mox Amber. Okay. The next turn I can play Urza Saga Flood Pits.
You should only be able to play one artifact a turn. One creature a turn. One of each card type a turn. How would that change up the rules?
Huh?
How would that change things up? You can only play one instant a turn, one sorcery a turn, one creature a turn, one
I
artifact
don't know.
a turn.
Damn it, Burning Inquiry. Come on. Let me keep one Urza Saga, damn it. Okay, we got to keep one. And we got to keep the Flood Pits Drowner, which is even more important. See? Oh, they dumped 2 hollow ones. Super big sad face sound effect. Bram, bram, bram.
That sucks.
If they play another hollow one, then, well, their hand was like super big money. I knew it was a hollow one deck. See, they conceded early because they didn't want to show me.
This was pre-recorded.
But I sniffed it out. I've played Knifey Spoony in Modern before. And they had the knife. I had the spoon.
I want to go to Australia someday. Or just eat a Vegemite sandwich, whatever's easiest.
We're going to crack this bauble, probably. Well, what's this follow-up? Can't be Faithless Looting. Can't be Burning Inquiry.
Vegemite.
You going to burn my Emery? Well, this is important. I actually don't have Metalcraft for Mox Opal. So I actually don't want to crack this Mishra's Bauble. I just want to get another artifact in play so I can get my Mox Opal online for Urza Saga. So let's get another Amber in play.
Is that the same Amber from Jurassic Park?
Oh, actually, hold on. It didn't matter. It didn't matter what's... Oh, and this is an Amber. Oh, I thought it was a Mishra's Bauble. Okay, it doesn't matter. I can't activate this stupid thing anyway.
You need glasses.
But this hand is... This situation is good. Okay, let's tap this. Maybe that looks stupid. Situation looks pretty good because if something gets too big, I can bounce it with the Ether Spell Bomb. So don't get things too big, opponent. Don't get any big ideas.
I want to quote Tourette's guy, but I can't.
I don't know what you were quoting from him, but I know it's gonna be dirty.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Can't say that one.
Another Root Walla.
I mean, he can.
Oh wow, this thing gets permanent counters on it. That's nuts. Yeah, put that many +1/+1 counters on this creature. That's crazy. Activate only once each turn. These Root Walls are out of control.
I have to watch that video later.
Let's tap down this one. And then I guess I'll bounce the Marauding thing.
Why'd you have to say that?
I didn't know what I was saying. I didn't know. I'm sorry. I don't have any good block here. I mean, I'd block if I knew what was getting pumped up, but I don't know what's getting pumped up, so I guess I'm just going to let this go. No blocks. Okay, we'll bounce this Marauding thing back to hand. They can cycle it, but it doesn't influence the board here.
Okay.
Yeah. Focus. Yeah, focus. Get your head back into the game here.
Well, my head's always in the clouds, you know that.
Ooh, I forgot to sack this
That's why I'm
thing.
here.
Yeah, I forgot. Actually, I can get Ether Spellbomb every turn. That's not bad either. Okay, hold on. How much mana do I need? I have 5. I need Hexcatcher. Okay, so we're not going to. So I'll crack I'll crack this thing. What do you got going on here? You have Wood Foothills. Sort of useless. Okay, we'll go get the Mishra's Bauble back. Cast that. Attack for 2.
Vigilance.
It's pretty good. And what I can do is block 1. I'll definitely block it with Flood Pits Drowner. I'm hoping they're going to activate the other one, and then we'll flash in Hexcatcher and save this Flood Pits Drowner. So they drew... Okay, remember, they drew a Wooded Foothills. We know about that. Oh, the Marauding thing. Another Marauding thing.
It's getting pretty good for him.
This is pretty nuts. Oh no, and we know what their hand, because they have the Wooded Foothills in play or in hand. I find these are more dangerous, but at the same time,
it's 5 of them.
block here, because you're definitely gonna pump this up. So let's just block here. I'll take 4 for the turn.
Pump it up.
Keep all these creatures. Now we have a lot of power in play.
It's a power play.
Sacking. I keep forgetting to sack this thing. Let's just go get Shadow Spear, I guess.
That's going to be life gain.
That's going to be life gain. That's right. Okay, they saw
Oh, wow.
It was good.
Holy moly.
We got it. We got the 3-1-1, which apparently counts as a 4-1 here. It's a virtual 3-2 though.
No,
we were not
you smoked that guy.
We were not. We did not. We did not smoke the black-white blink deck. I mean, it was a bit of a game, but I think we were a little bit worse in that final position in game 2 after losing the first round. But you can see this deck did something. I liked it. I think it
was just going to be a bad matchup anyway.
I think this Tide Shaper is not right for this deck. Also, I think Cure is worthless. So if I were to change, I don't know what I would change. I would change those cards though. What do we play in 3 drops? We have Tishana's Tidebinder, Harbinger of the Seas, but problem is we can't play that in our Urza Saga deck. Urza Saga was awesome. I mean, I already know that. It's better, though, when you have a bunch of extra free mana floating around. I didn't mind Tameo. Love the Emery. Emery had good synergy. There's got to be some other card we can throw in here that I'm missing off the top of my head. Maybe even...
Platinum Empyrean.
Maybe some Marrow Rejuries.
No.
I wouldn't count that card completely out. But definitely Tide Shaper had no business, and this Kiora Rising Star has... absolutely no business. I can't tell you what business should be in here, but definitely not those. So maybe in a... Yeah, Spike. What would you play if you weren't playing with those cards? I hope you enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun.
I did too.
Yes, and if you're scared that you're one day going to have to get some Mox Opals, yeah, be scared. I mean, this felt pretty legit. I mean, okay, we were also up against quite a bit of, like, non-meta decks. Jeskai Control, not a big deck in the metagame. Burn, not a big deck in the metagame. Hollow One is a deck, though. Hollow One was a pretty serious deck. And the Energy deck. That was the matchup that mattered the most, and we had the crappiest.
You won it.
We did not win it. We got crushed like a tin can because I had really crappy hands.
No.
Anyway, I enjoy this. Thanks so much, Aspiring Spike, for building it. I think it's really cool. And I hope you enjoyed it as well. Anyway, this has been Nikachu with his brother playing Mox Merfolk in Modern.
See you next time.